Namaste students, welcome to statistics class. So we were discussing about fifth chapter, that is univariate data. As I said, in that particular chapter we divided into four measures. First measure was about the measures of central tendency, where we discussed about mean, median, mode, arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean. Then we moved towards the measures of position or partition values. There we discussed about deciles, percentiles and also quartiles. Then we move towards, that is, the measures of dispersion or variations, where we have, as I said, four measures. Means measures of dispersion we divided into two categories, either absolute measures of dispersion or relative measures of dispersion. Under absolute measures of dispersion we have range, quartile deviation, mean deviation and also standard deviation. And under relative measures, the coefficient of range, coefficient of quartile deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, then standard deviation. So in that we already completed range as well as quartile deviation. So we have seen what is range and coefficient of range, and also we have seen quartile deviation or semi-interquartile range and also its relative, that is coefficient of quartile deviation. So in that, the third one under measures of position, measures of dispersion, the third one, that is mean deviation. Then after that one more measure is remaining, that is standard deviation. So we are in the third part of univariate data, that is measures of dispersion or variation. In measures of dispersion we have four categories, that is range, quartile deviation, mean deviation and standard deviation. So today we will discuss about mean deviation. What is mean deviation? So mean deviation is the mean of the absolute deviations of the set of observation from any measures of central tendency. So it's also the mean deviations, also we are taking the mean of absolute deviations. But here we take the mean of the deviations. Mean of the deviations means, here also we take the mean of the deviations means differences. We find out the differences from any one of the measures of central tendency. The measures of central tendency mainly we consider here mean, median and mode. So it is also mean of the absolute deviations. It is the mean of the deviations. From where we take the deviations? Deviations we take from any of the measures of central tendency. So here we have three kinds of mean deviation. That is, the first one, mean deviation from mean deviation from mean, then mean deviation from median, then we have mean deviation from mode. So under mean deviation we are studying the three kinds of mean deviation, that is mean deviation from mean means arithmetic mean deviation from median and mean deviation from mode. So in order to find out the mean deviation, firstly we need to calculate their mean if it is a mean deviation from mean. Then if it is mean deviation from median means, firstly we need to go through the median, then we need to take the deviations, differences. Then we need to take the mean of that differences. Then third one, mean deviation from mode. So we have three kinds of mean deviations, that is mean deviation from mean deviation from median, mean deviation from mode. So here firstly we will discuss, that is mean deviation from mean. And here also we have ungrouped data, grouped and also discrete. Ungrouped, grouped and in case of group, discrete and continuous. So mean deviation from mean, here formula for ungrouped data, your formula goes like mean deviation from mean. Mean deviation from mean is equal to sigma modulus x minus x bar divided by n, small letter n. Modulus, this we call it as modulus minus x means given series. What will be given in the problem? X bar, we need to find out mean there. So you know that mean, that is sigma x by n. It is not necessary to write the mean formula. So firstly we need to find out mean here. So when we find out mean, we get the value of mean. Then given number of observation, we need to deduct from mean. So why do we take the modulus? Modulus is, when we take modulus, it converts negative values into positive. Positive will remain as positive. So when we take modulus, or when we write any values within modulus, then we do not consider any value as negative. For that purpose we write here modulus. Modulus means here negative will be converted as positive. So here you won't get any kind of negative value. If you get negative also, you need to write it as positive, because we will write there modulus. So sigma modulus x minus x bar. These we call it as modulus x minus x bar divided by n. This is for ungrouped data. Then for grouped data, as I said, grouped discrete and continuous. Grouped discrete and continuous. If it is grouped means x along with x frequencies will be there. Along with x frequencies will be there. See here only x values. Here frequencies are not there. So only x values are given here. So we have only frequencies here. Then the next one here. What kind of formulas you will get here? Here you will get formula that is mean deviation from mean is equal to sigma f into, because we have frequencies here, f into modulus x minus x bar divided by capital N. So here modulus x minus x bar divided by capital N. Then the next one we get here mean deviation from mean. You have same formula here, sigma f into modulus x minus x bar divided by n. Here also we take the capital N. Now this is about mean deviation from median. Now we need to find out one more formula. You have coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, mean or anything, coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So there, what is the formula? What value you will get in case of mean deviation? So mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Mean deviation from mean means through this what answer you will get. After applying this, what you will get? That is mean deviation from mean. That answer divided by mean. That answer divided by mean. So that is mean deviation from median. This is a coefficient of mean deviation from median. So you need to know ungrouped formula. Then grouped you have similar formulas. These two formulas also similar. Then coefficient of mean deviation from median. So we have coefficient of mean deviation from median. So this is about mean deviation from mean formulas. Mean deviation from mean formulas. If it is median means here m will come. Where there is x bar, you will get the term as m. If it is mode means here you will be in the formula you will get z. So that is the difference between median, mode and mean. So this is about first one, mean deviation from mean, sigma x minus x bar divided by small letter n. If it is ungrouped, capital F will come there, and also capital N, total number of frequencies. This is for coefficient of mean deviation from mean. That is mean deviation from mean. What answer you will get? Divided by mean. What you will get there. So now we'll see the problems under mean deviation from mean. So I will erase. Now look into the problem there. When you see the problem, that is of ungrouped data. Problem is of ungrouped data. So here Now today we are discussing about mean deviation from mean. Mean deviation from mean. Now see the problem there. Calculate mean deviation from mean and its coefficient for the following data. Calculate mean deviation from mean and its coefficient for the following data. So when you see the problem, this is a ungrouped data because we don't have frequencies there. We don't have frequencies, only x or variables are given. Now in the solution, right there, for ungrouped data, now as I said, firstly we can write the formula. What is the formula for mean deviation from mean? So here we have formula for mean deviation from mean for ungrouped data. We'll write the formula here. Mean deviation from mean is equal to, your formula goes like sigma modulus x minus x bar divided by n. This is the formula for mean deviation from mean. Then coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So here coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So here formula is mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Now we will write the problem. So there x is 100, 150, then 200, 360, 490, 500, and last one it is 600. Now when we see the formula, we can understand we require their mean. So firstly we will calculate mean for the given set of observation. So mean is nothing but sigma x by given number of observation. Now we need to total. When we total it, we get here sigma x as 2400. We get sigma x as 2400, and see here how many number of observations are there. 7 number of observations are there. So here mean is equal to sigma x by n, that is 2400 by 7. When you divide 2400 by 7, you get there 342.86. So we get mean as 342.86. Now which is the next column? See the formula here. We got the value of x bar. Now what do we require there? Modulus x minus x bar. We know that these are the x series and we know the value of x bar, that is mean. Now we need to calculate there, or we need to find out modulus x minus x bar. Modulus x minus x bar. And what is the value of x bar? Value of x bar is 342. Right there, 342.86. Now what you need to do? 100 minus 342.86, 150 minus 342.86. You need to deduct the mean from the given set of observations. So this we call it as a deviation. Deviation taken from the mean. So this is a deviation taken from the mean. After taking deviation of this mean, then once again we find out the mean. This value divided by total number of observations. So mean deviation is the mean of the deviations taken from any of the measures of central tendency. If it is a mean deviation from mean is mean or else median or mode. Now 100 minus 342.86, we get there 242.86. Next one, 150 minus 342.86, we get 192.86. Next one, 200 minus 342.86, we get there 142.86. 142.86. We get there 142.86. Next one, 360 minus 342.86. We get 17.14. Next, 490 minus 342.86. We get 147.14. Next one, 500 minus 342.86. There we get 157.14. And the last one, 600 minus 342.86. We get there 257.14. 257.14. Now, when we total it, we need to total, that is the sigma modulus x minus x bar. If we total it, that is sigma modulus x minus x bar, we get the answer as 1157.14. 1157.14. So now, sigma modulus x minus x bar by n. As I said, why we take modulus? If we consider modulus here, a negative value will become positive. See here, 100 minus 342. So if there is no modulus, means it will become minus. Since we have taken here in the formula you have modulus, all the values will become positive. Now, see the formula there, we have taken the formula. Now directly we can substitute here. So mean deviation from mean is equal to sigma modulus x minus x bar, that is 1157.14 divided by n. How many number of observation? 7 number of observation. So when we divide it, we get the value as 165.31. 165.31. So that is the value of mean deviation from mean. Then coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So coefficient of mean deviation from mean is equal to mean deviation from mean divided by mean. Sorry, no need to take the formula, we have taken already. So take the mean deviation from mean. What is the value of mean deviation from mean? That is 165.31 divided by mean, that is 342.86. So mean deviation from mean divided by mean, we get the value as 0.482. We get value as 0.482. So this is the value of mean deviation from, coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So this is about ungrouped data. When we get ungrouped data, what we need to do? So before that, if you know about the formula, if you are thorough about with the formula, it is easy to calculate. If you see the formula, you will get to know, firstly you need to calculate mean. Then you will get to know x minus x bar. These are the x series. Take the deviations from what mean you have got. Then that the total of mean deviation, total of the deviations taken from their mean divided by how many number of observations, and coefficient. Coefficient is mean deviation from mean divided by what is the mean value. So this is about the first problem, that is ungrouped data. Now nextly we will see the grouped data problems and the mean deviation. Now we will see other kind of problem, that is when we have grouped data, how to find out mean deviation from mean. So we have here grouped data, that is height and number of persons is given. So here how to find out mean and its coefficient. See, it's not necessary in all the problem they need to ask mean deviation as well as coefficient. Here they have asked find mean deviation from mean for the following distribution. They did not mention anything about coefficient. So it's not necessary we need to calculate coefficient for all the problem. Here they have not mentioned, but if we calculate also, it doesn't go wrong. So it is better to calculate mean deviation from mean as well as coefficient for all the problem. Now when we have group data, how to calculate? So we'll write the solution for group discrete. Here no change in case of discrete and continuous formula, but in case of continuous means we need to find out x is there. So firstly we write the formula. What is the formula to find out mean deviation from mean and also coefficient? So here mean deviation from mean for discrete sigma f into modulus x minus x bar divided by capital N. What change will occur in case of formula? Frequencies will come and also total number of frequencies. There it was small n, that is number of frequencies. So there it is total number of frequencies and also frequencies. So their frequencies were not there, sigma modulus x minus x bar divided by number of observations, that is small n. Then next formula it is mean deviation. We'll write coefficient of mean deviation from mean. So here mean deviation from mean is equal to mean. Now we'll take the problem as it is, that is x, height we'll take it as x, that is 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67 and last one it is 68. Then take the frequencies. Frequencies we have 2, 1, 14, 29, 25, 12, 10, 4 and 2. Now, since we have frequencies, take the total number of frequencies totally. When we total these frequencies, we get value as 100. So here we have total number of frequencies is 100 and see the formula there. What we need to find out? We need to find out their mean. What is the mean formula? We have the mean formula for discrete. Mean formula for discrete, we have it, that is x bar is equal to sigma fx by n. Now, in order to find out this mean value, we have mean formula as sigma fx by n. Since it is discrete data, fx will be there, so we need to calculate next f into x. Now, you can go with the deviation formula also, that is a plus sigma fu divided by n. That formula also you can go, or its direct formula sigma fx by n. If you go through your textbook, then most of the problem they have taken deviation formula. It's not necessary you have to go with deviations. If your values are big, if you have bigger values, for example 700, 800, 400, then you can go to the deviation method, since you will find it difficult to calculate the larger values. Here we have a very small values, so we can go with the direct formula. It's your convenience, children. Any formula, either direct or deviation, you can take. Now, fx we need to find out here. 60 into 2, we get here 120 and 61, 62 into 14, then we get 868, 63 into 29, we get there 1827, 64 into 25, we get there 1600, 65 into 12, we get value as 780, 66 into 10, we get value as 660, 67 into 4, we get value as 268, 68 into 2, we get there 4. These are the fx. Now, total it. When we total it, we get there 6,388. Now, fx, sigma fx is 6,388 divided by total number of frequencies is 100. Total number of frequencies is 100. Now, when we divide it, we get mean as 63.88. This is your mean value. Now, we got their mean value 63.88. Next, in which column we need to prepare? Now, once again, if you Observe your textbook. This will be in one particular table, and after taking this mean calculation, they will prepare one more table for mean deviation. For mean deviation, they will take their one more table, but it's not necessary you need to prepare the two tables. You can continue here only. So next column we need to prepare, that is modulus x minus x bar. Modulus x minus x bar. X is given number of series. X bar value 63.88. Inside the bracket, for your understanding, you can write there. Don't write in the exam, but here for your understanding you can write now. X 60 minus 63.88. So here we get 3.88. Next one, 61 minus 63.88. So there we get 2.88. Next, 62 minus 63.88. So we get there 1.88. Next one, 63 minus 63.88. We get there 0.88. Next one, 64 minus 63.88. There we get 0.12. Next, 65 minus 63.88. We get there 1.12. 66 minus 63.88. We get there 2.12. Next one, 67 minus 63.88. We get 3.12. And the last one, 68 minus 63.88. We get there 4.12. Now, this is about x minus x bar. Now, one more column we need to prepare, that is f into x minus x bar. So, here f into modulus x minus x bar. X minus x bar values we got there already. Then multiply with frequencies. So, now you have to multiply with the frequencies. So, frequencies into x minus x bar, modulus x minus x bar, then it will become f into x minus x bar. So here 2 into 3.88, we get there 7.76. Next one, 1 into 2.88, we get there 2.88. 14 into 1.88, so we get there 26.32. Then 29 into 0.88, so we get there 25.52. Next, 25 into 0.12, we get their value as 3. Next, 12 into 1.12, so there we get 13.44. We get 13.44. Next one, 10 into 2.12, there we get 21.2. Then 4 into 3.12, we get a 12.48. Then we have 2 into 4.12. Then we get value as 12.36. Now, that is frequencies into x minus x bar modulus. Then total sigma f into x minus x bar. So this is the column sigma f into modulus x minus x bar. By totally we get their value as 124.96. 124.96. Now substitute into the formula. Here 124.96 sigma f into modulus x minus x bar divided by n is nothing but 100. N we get there 100. So your mean deviation from mean, when you divide it, you get there 1.2496. Here we get mean deviation from mean as 1.2496. Then coefficient formula is mean deviation from mean. Mean deviation from mean, what you got there? 1.2496 divided by x bar. What is the value of x bar? 63.88. 63.88. So when we divide it, we get 0.0196. So this is your coefficient of mean deviation from mean, and this is mean deviation from mean, and this is a mean value. So here firstly you will get to know you need to prepare mean. So which formula? Fx by n. So you need to prepare fx there. Then after preparing that we get the value of mean. Next once again you see the problem. We require modulus x minus x bar. Prepare that column x minus x bar. X is given number of series. X bar what do we calculate? Deduct 60 minus mean. 61 minus mean. Then once again see the formula f into modulus x minus x bar. Modulus x minus x bar into frequencies. Then total it sigma of this particular column divided by n is 100. Then coefficient they have not asked there, but still it is better to calculate. So this is about group, discrete, how to find out mean deviation from mean. If it is continuous means one more column, one extra column will come. For example 50 to 60, 60 to 70. Here x we need to find out. Then rest of the things are similar. We will see one continuous problem, not necessary, but we will see in the next class. So we will wind up with today's class. Thank you.